Well, let's go back to health care, because with Democrats already fear-mongering with Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, they're saying that the GOP health care bill is a, quote, wolf in sheep's clothing. Listen to this.
Somewhere in America, there's a parent whose child has cancer, a mother and father who stay up late at night, worried that their insurance will either not be available or run out when the family needs it most. In the America that my Republican friends envision with this health care bill, those Americans, and many more beside, might not get the coverage and care they need.
And Senator Bernie Sanders blasting the bill just moments, literally moments after it was released. Here's what he said in his statement, which was obviously ready to go. The bill Republicans announced today is even worse than expected and by far the most harmful piece of legislation I have seen in my lifetime. Then you've got Senator Elizabeth Warren ripping into the proposal, saying, quote, people will die. All of this, as President Trump is just saying last night, that the Democrats, they need to stop.
They just want to stop. They just want to obstruct. A few votes, seriously, a few votes from the Democrats, it could be so easy and so beautiful.
Joining me now is Alabama Senator Luther Strange. Senator, it's good to have you. What a day today.
What a day. It's been quite a busy day.
It has. All right, give me your initial thoughts on the bill that you saw today.
Well, I'm very pleased with the proposal. I'm glad that we're off to a good start. There's certainly work to do, but we're witnessing a meltdown of the system, and it's shameful, really, to hear that the comments of the Democrats on this issue. They started this fire, essentially, in our health care system. It's getting ready to burn down. We can't walk past it. We have to do something about it, and that's what we're going to do. And so I'm glad that we have the draft now, and the hard work begins to come up with a bill that we can support, and I look forward to getting to that point next week.
Well, and certainly this is all about the votes, and does McConnell have them or not? I mean, the health care, frankly, and you know this, depends. This is millions of people we're talking about. It depends on just a few senators. So given the opposition of all the Senate Dems to repealing Obamacare, the leaders need the support of at least 50 of the chamber's 52 Republicans to ensure passage. 4 GOP senators today saying they're withholding their support. Senator Cruz, Senator Johnson, Mike Lee of Utah, Rand Paul of Kentucky. So what is your opinion of these 4 senators saying that they are not ready to support this?
Well, those 4 senators are close friends of mine, and they are absolutely trying to get to yes, as we all are. We're all trying to deal with the difficulty of this issue. But, you know, President Trump's election has given us a golden opportunity to save our health care system and really address these critical problems. We cannot fail in doing that. And so the legislative process is a give and take process of compromise. I think Senator Paul and Cruz and others have great ideas. Many of them we've shared with the leadership, and that process will unfold. And I'm very confident. We're very close and optimistic.
All right, so you're optimistic despite what these senators have to say. And have you talked to any of them today?
I have. We've had quite a lot of discussion today back and forth with all my colleagues, and we recognize the gravity of the situation and the need to do something. And again, I go back to the obstructionist Democrats. It's really shameful that they've had 7 years to do something. They've seen these disastrous effects in their own states, and yet they stand by and do nothing, which is very disappointing. Yeah,
and there has been some that think that maybe that if this repeal replace plan in the Senate fails, that Obamacare just fails, and that's also a GOP win. But I think we'd like to try and get this vote done first, sir. I want to move on to something else. You know, President Trump has been riffing on Democrat Jon Ossoff. Remember, he lost the Georgia special election. That was earlier this week. I want you to listen to what he had to say and get your reaction.
Their plan isn't working because they thought they were going to win last night in Atlanta. And they've been unbelievably nasty, really nasty. And they thought they spent close to $30 million on this kid who forgot to live in the community that he was in. I mean, you know, I am making it a little bit hard to get their support, but who cares? And if Karen Handel had lost, they would have blamed it on me, which is fine. But if she had lost, they would have been there for weeks talking about this. This would have been the greatest defeat in the history of American politics. When she won, when they said, projected winner is Karen Handel, then they said, we switch to another program, right? So it was so short. They couldn't get out of there fast enough. This happened in Montana, right? In Kansas. Last night, South Carolina, with Ralph, who was expected to win and he won. California. So, but it's been incredible. So we're 5-0. We're 5-0. And
okay. He had a lot to say there, Senator. Do you agree with him?
I do agree with him, and it's a perfect illustration of the disconnect between the Democratic Party and the liberal media, frankly, who are totally disconnected with the American people. I mean, you can talk, and you often see polls, reports of polls showing that Trump's losing popularity. He wins the elections, and he has a mandate, and we need to pay attention to that. That's why I'm up here working very hard to get this repeal and replace done. Tax reform, there are things waiting to be done, and the people want it done.
Really quick before I let you go, I just have a few seconds with you, sir. But if for some reason Senator McConnell doesn't have the votes, do you think he would still take the bill to the floor next week?
Well, that's a good question. I don't want to get ahead of the leadership, but I think it's important to have a vote pending because it focuses people's attention, allows the citizens to let people know they want results, and I think we're going to work extra hard to get there.
Senator, thank you very much. We appreciate your perspective tonight. We're going to be watching. We're all watching.
I know. Me too. Thank you.